Everybody else was just the normal. Everybody else was just talking about it was just.
My daughter was glad they finally got to see some football just the first day of
Hey,
football.
good.
And they showed one ball.
Going.
And then-
Good evening, welcome to the Clifton Park Town Board, July 18th meeting. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Teresa, if you call the roll.
Councilwoman Flood is out of town tonight. Councilwoman Standard. Here. Councilman Morelli.
Here.
Councilwoman Wallowitz. Here. Supervisor Barrett.
Here, entertain a motion to approve town board meeting minutes of July 5th.
So moved.
Okay, discussion? Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard.
Yes.
Councilman Morelli.
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowitz.
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes, communications and announcements. I do want to make sure I mention the passing of a former employee of the town of Clifton Park. Recently, we spoke of Bob Leonard, who was a longtime employee of the town, but we also lost another longtime employee of the town recently, and that was Bill Lehman. Bill was an assistant animal control officer. He was then promoted to animal control officer when Don Baker retired, and worked with Bill for many years. And definitely a hard worker. He was conscientious and always looked out on behalf of certainly the animals of Clifton Park, but also the residents who cared about them so much. But he would take on any challenge, and he was a veteran, proud veteran. He did leave employee of the town several years ago, and we just send our warmest condolences to his family. Was able to attend the wake and talk to his family about what Bill meant to the team here at the town and how sad we were of his passing. So I did want to mention that. Any other communications and announcements? All right, we'll move on. We have several resolutions. If we could do the first one, Teresa, please, and go from there.
Resolution number 190 of 2022, a resolution recognizing the 75th anniversary of the Sportsman's Club of Clifton Park. Whereas the Sportsman's Club of Clifton Park is celebrating its 75th year of operations this year, and whereas the Sportsman's Club has been a staple of the local community for hunters, fishermen, firearms enthusiasts, and archers of all ages since 1947, and whereas the club offers training and safety courses as well as safe ranges and targets for rifles, pistols, archery, and also trap fields, which are lighted for night operations. And whereas the club also offers supervised league competitions, including bullseye leagues, 3D archery shoots, through affiliations with bow hunters groups, steel shoots, and trap meets. And whereas all league activities emphasize safety training and supervision to teach firearm safety at all levels of activity. And whereas the club currently offers opportunities for basic pistol safety, advanced training, range safety, officer training, hunter safety, and more training classes through affiliated groups, including New York State DEC. And whereas the club will host a 75th anniversary celebration on July 30th, featuring a barbecue lunch, a .22 rifle and BB gun target competitions, and other events. Now therefore be it resolved that the entire town board recognizes the long-standing commitment to providing occasions for safe and effective training, practice, and participation for the sportsmen and sportswomen of our community, and pauses in its deliberations to offer congratulations on the 75 years of successful operations to the Sportsman's Club of Clifton Park.
All right, I will move that we adopt the resolution with a second by the entire board with their approval.
Yes.
Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barry?
Yes, and the Sportsman Club has a long and honored history in the town of Clifton Park, 75 years. When you look at the total history of the town dating back to 1828, 75 years is a big chunk of that history. So, but the Sportsman Club has continued to grow over the years. I know a lot of people consistently request, how do I join the Sportsman Club, because the waiting list is so long, which I guess is a good problem to have, right? But that really shows the popularity of the Sportsman Club based on what they offer, and that is not only everything that's mentioned here in the resolution, but camaraderie and a safe place for people of all ages to train, to learn, to attain professional instruction. It's certainly been an important part of our history here in Clifton Park, and Gary Boynton's here tonight to, on behalf of the club, to accept the proclamation. We also, as a town, want to thank the club for their continued partnership on instructional opportunities for youngsters. And I know we've discussed growing those opportunities as well, and that's something we look forward to doing. Very good, Gary. I'll ask you to come up and accept this proclamation. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming here tonight. We'll get a quick picture of right there. So once again, thank you very much, and we will see you soon.
Yes. I do want to say that the archery part has been very good. We've doubled the size of the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's such a big draw.
It is.
So they're doing well.
Congratulations, Grandpa.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, we didn't hear that, did we?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Gary.
Yeah, first grandson, 2 months ago.
Ah, very nice. We'll give you an applause as a representative of the club and your first grandson. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we have several other resolutions for consideration. Teresa?
A resolution authorizing. Sure, sorry.
Oh, that's it. Hey, you're in a hurry. That's okay.
A resolution authorizing the purchase of one Toro Groundsmaster 4000 for use by the Buildings and Grounds Department. Whereas by resolution number 15 of 2022, the Director of Buildings, Parks and Recreation, Daniel Clemens, was authorized to purchase a Jacobson mower for a contract price at $81,159.74 under an existing contract from MTE Solutions, Cohoes, New York, who indicated that they would have availability this spring. And whereas MTE Solutions has advised that the equipment will not be available until fall of 2022, despite earlier estimates. And whereas Grassland Equipment has advised that they will have a Toro 4000 available at the end of July due to a customer cancellation at a cost not to exceed $83,239.26 under state contract. And whereas the Director of Buildings, Parks and Recreation advises that the equipment is needed for this summer, and it recommends purchasing the mower equipment from Grassland. Now therefore be it resolved that the Buildings and Grounds Department is authorized to purchase one Toro Groundsmaster 4000 and accessories as listed in an amount not to exceed $83,239.26 to be paid from a municipal lease. And be it further resolved that the authorization granted by resolution number 15 of 2022 for the purchase of a Jacobson HR 700 mower from MTE Solutions is hereby repealed. A resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a license agreement with Clifton Park Half Moon Piranhas for use of the Country Knolls pool for swim team practice, whereas Clifton Park Half Moon Piranhas wish to utilize the Country Knolls town-owned pool for a term of up to 6 weeks, retroactively beginning on June 27th, 2022, at a rate of $45 per hour per pool, plus the hourly rate of all town employees working at the pools during practice hours. Now therefore be it resolved that the town supervisor is hereby authorized to sign the attached lease license agreement with Clifton Park Half Moon Piranhas for use and occupation of the Country Knolls provided that the town is provided a certificate of insurance in the amount of $1 million, naming the town of Clifton Park as additionally insured. A resolution authorizing the retention of Secure Scan to complete digital scanning services and document scanning. Whereas on June 14, 2021, the town board established a formal interdepartmental Information Technology Advisory Committee co-chaired by Councilwoman Amy Standart and Councilwoman Amy Flood. And whereas the Information Technology Advisory Committee continues to support efforts to update town systems and infrastructure to improve operational efficiency, as well as public access to government services. And whereas the town and its respective departments are responsible for processing and storing a vast amount of data on an annual basis. There are decades of essential town records which must be retained that are currently solely in microfiche and microfilm format. And whereas IT consultants ABS Solutions have advised the Building and Development Office that the equipment used to view and print plans is obsolete and should be replaced and upgraded. And whereas at its June 29, 2022 meeting, the members of the Information Technology Advisory Committee recommends that the town board authorize the digitizing of the Building and Development Department microfiche records before they become inaccessible. And whereas the Information Technology Advisory Committee has also recommended that the town board authorize digitizing of standard-sized town clerk archival materials as listed on the attached price sheet. And whereas Secure Scan has proposed completing the work in partnership with New York State Industries for the Disabled, a New York State preferred source vendor at a contract price of $51,461.60. Now therefore be it resolved that the town supervisor is authorized to sign the attached proposals and quotes from Secure Scan through New York State SID for the digital scanning and services be accepted in an amount not to exceed $51,451.60 to be paid with a transfer from general fund unassigned fund balance in the amount of $49,999.40 to Building Department other contractual and $1,452.20 to town clerk other contractual. A resolution authorizing the purchase of additional licenses for parcel management software for use by building and development staff. Whereas by resolution number 276 of 2021, the town approved the implementation of parcel management software from Online Solutions LLC, doing business as CitizenServe, for use by various departments within the town to track permits and applications for land use plans and administration. And whereas the Director of Building and Development, Stephen Myers, has requested that additional licenses be obtained for 3 part-time employees in the building department at a prorated cost of $1,800 per year plus a $1,200 one-time setup fee per employee, for a total amount not to exceed $6,300. And whereas the additional licenses are necessary to ensure that all staff have access to electronic records of the department. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the additional software setup and licenses from Online Solutions doing business as CitizenServe in an amount not to exceed $6,300 to be paid with a transfer from Town Hall Operations Equipment computer expense. And be it further resolved that the comptroller is authorized to adjust the budget for annual software license fees accordingly for fiscal 2023. A resolution authorizing the Building and Development Department to waive building permit fees for the review of plans for the Bishop Ferry Fire District. Whereas the Bishop Ferry Fire District has requested and paid building permit review fees for the rebuild of station number 3 at 276 Moe Road, Clifton Park. And whereas fire districts within the town perform first response and emergency services vital to the health and safety of the residents of Clifton Park. And whereas the Bishop Ferry Fire District has asked that the town board exercise its discretion to waive certain fees in the interest of intergovernmental cooperation and for the benefit of the residents served by both the town and the fire district. And whereas the town board wishes to support the fire district in their mission to serve residents of the district and the town, now therefore be it resolved that the building permit fees for the review and inspection of the rebuild of the Bishop Ferry Fire District Station number 3 on Moe Road is waived. And be it further resolved that the comptroller is authorized to refund $3,173 of permit fees for the permit number 68217 attached. A resolution reclassifying the position of payroll clerk in the office of the town comptroller, whereas the town board wishes to reclassify the administrative position within the town comptroller's office from payroll clerk to payroll benefits analysis to more appropriately describe the office responsibilities of the position and to acknowledge the contributions made to the town. And whereas Christine Pagniello, currently a deputy town clerk, has passed the civil service examination for the position of payroll benefits analysis. Now therefore be it resolved that the position of payroll clerk be reclassified as a payroll benefits analysis, and be it further resolved that Christine Pagniello, 14 Coventry Drive, Clifton Park, is appointed as payroll benefits analysis from the list of eligible candidates per civil service examination to be compensated at grade 6, step 9, year 2, effective August 1st, 2022, and be it further resolved that the comptroller is authorized to transfer $26,709 from general fund comptroller's office K. Todkin and $1,492 from general fund comptroller's office payroll services to general fund comptroller C. Pagniello. A resolution appointing James Murray as an account clerk typist in the comptroller's office for civil service classification. Whereas an opening exists for an account clerk typist in the comptroller's office, and whereas Mark Hagan, comptroller, has interviewed Mr. Murray and requests that the town board retain Mr. Murray as an account clerk typist, grade 4, step 1, year 1, to be paid $25.29 an hour. Now therefore be it resolved that James Murray, 36 Redfield Park, Clifton Park, is hereby appointed as account clerk typist for the town of Clifton Park, effective August 1st, 2022, from the list of eligible candidates for civil service examination, and be it further resolved that the comptroller is authorized to transfer $19,000 from general fund comptroller H. Schultz to general fund comptroller employee. A resolution authorizing the creation of the position of account clerk typist in the highway department, whereas Supervisor Barrett has requested the creation of a full-time account clerk typist position within the highway department, and whereas an opening exists for an account clerk typist, and whereas after interviewing Heather Schultz, Supervisor Barrett recommends Ms. Schultz for the account clerk typist position in the highway department. Now therefore be it resolved that Heather Schultz, 6 North Point, Apartment 5, Half Moon, is hereby appointed from the list of eligible candidates for civil service classification as account clerk typist for the town of Clifton Park, to be assigned to the highway department, grade 4, step 1, year 1, to be paid $25.29 an hour, effective August 1st, 2022, and be it further resolved that the comptroller is authorized to transfer $19,000 from general fund highway admin part-time employee to general fund highway admin H. Schultz. A resolution hiring additional employees for the 2022 summer Parks and Recreation programs, whereas the town board wishes to hire additional qualified staff members for the operation of the town's pools and camps, and whereas Supervisor Barrett has recommended individuals listed in the attached Schedule A be hired to staff the locations as indicated. Now therefore be it resolved that the individuals listed in the attached Schedule A be hired as seasonal staff of the Parks and Recreation programs as noted through the end of the 2022 summer season, and be it further resolved that the individuals be paid as indicated on Schedule A. A resolution issuing 2 permits to serve alcoholic beverages per the attached special alcohol use permit applications. Whereas the following applications have submitted special alcohol use permit requests to the Office of Parks and Recreation to be allowed to serve alcohol in the form of beer and wine for gatherings of the following dates with locations as listed on the applications: Isabel Prescott, 667 Riverview Road, Rexford, on July 22nd, 2022, from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Brooms Tavern. Sarah Strauss, 85 Apple Tree Lane, Clifton Park, August 13th, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Collins Park. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the special alcohol use permit requests submitted by Isabel Prescott and Sarah Strauss for gatherings as indicated. A resolution appointing Agatha D'Ambro as a member of the Clifton Park Water Authority, whereas due to the resignation of Alexis Osborne from the Clifton Park Water Authority, a vacancy exists on the board, and whereas Agatha D'Ambro, 7 Sandbrook Edge, Rexford, has been recommended to fill that position, whereas Ms. D'Ambro's presence on the Clifton Park Water Authority will confer a benefit to the town of Clifton Park. Now therefore be it resolved that Agatha D'Ambro is hereby appointed to the Clifton Park Water Authority for the remainder of a 5-year term to expire December 31st, 2025.
Very good, thank you. Any questions on the resolutions, John?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Teresa, if you could read the headings and we'll consider each resolution individually.
Resolution number 191 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the purchase of one Toro Master 4000 for use by the Buildings and Grounds Department. So moved.
Second.
Well, I told him he didn't have to come in today. He's still on vacation,
Yeah,
kind of,
technically.
but he came in anyway.
I
How you
did.
doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I thought I should probably be here to explain to the board what's going on. This cropped up, came up right before I went on vacation. And during the week, I'd like to thank Tom and Meg a lot for helping me out with this while I was out of town. A couple phone calls and helped me get this resolution on so I can make it for this meeting. So back in the spring, after all the budget and everything, or actually winter, I had ordered this Jacobson mower because I could not get a Toro, which is our preferred equipment, which is we have all parks and everything, almost everything we run is Toro here and golf course. So they said you couldn't get it until 2023. So I went with this Jacobson and said, oh yeah, we're not having any troubles, so we ordered that. But it hadn't come, so I reached out. Oh, it's not coming until October. So I really needed the mower now, but I need supply. Everybody's having these issues. It's nobody's fault, I guess. So I was waiting, and all of a sudden, here comes this call from Grassland. They had a cancellation on one that they had coming in, brand new machine, said, do you still want it? I said, well, the other one isn't here yet, still not coming until October, we're gonna see what we can do. So I can have that by the end of July, 2 weeks, we can get the thing out there. We need it really, really badly. And so if you approve this, I'll be canceling the Jacobson in the morning and telling Grassland to go ahead and try and send the Toro. And we'll be out there.
And both suppliers were off the state contract, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct. One was Sourcewell, I guess, contract, and one was state contract. Toro was state contract.
Is there any penalty for canceling the Jacobson?
Nothing that I know of, no.
No, we didn't.
We didn't sign anything.
We didn't sign any contracts.
Well, they'll make one of their customers happy.
Exactly.
Call them up and say, hey, you got a cancellation.
Right.
Now I can deliver you.
Yep. There are people who are very into that Jacobson equipment also. It's not a bad piece of equipment, because we have a lot of Toro, so we have pulleys and belts and wheels and everything already for these machines, so it's just much better to stay with all the same thing that keeps us running out there, keeps it going.
Yep. Pretty good. Well, thank you for that explanation. Appreciate it. Any questions for Dan? All right, Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard? Yes. Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowitz? Yes. Supervisor Barrett?
Yes, hope you had a good week.
Thank you.
Resolution number 192 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a lease agreement with Clifton Park Cackling Piranhas for use of the Country Mills Pool for swim team practices. Second.
I just want to say, due to an oversight, this is only now being presented to the board. We've had a similar agreement with this group in the past, and it has been very successful. There was a small increase in the rate this year. The insurance that we require from them or anybody else in a similar agreement has been in place, which is obviously very important. So that's why it's, due to that oversight, that's why it's coming before you tonight. All right, everything was done except for the resolution.
Councilwoman Standard? Yes. Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowitz? Yes. Supervisor Barrett?
Yes,
Resolution number 193 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the retention of Secure Scan to complete digital scanning services for document scanning.
God bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
First and second there?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this continues improvements to our technology and software. We've done quite a bit over the last year. There's, God bless you, and there's much more to come. So, very good. Any discussion? Okay, Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard? Yes. Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowitz? Yes. Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 194 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the purchase of additional licenses for parcel management software for the use by the building and development staff. So moved.
Discussion. Okay, Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 195 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the Building and Development Department to waive building permit fees for the review of plans for the Bishop Perry Fire District.
Second.
Thank you. So we have waived fees in similar circumstances in the past. But this request did come from Bishop Ferry and Commissioner Bowman. It's within our purview to work with them on an intergovernmental basis and refund the fees that they were charged for the inspections that we've done. Discussion.
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 196 of 2022, a resolution reclassifying the position of payroll clerk in the office of the town comptroller.
So moved. Second.
All right, so we've had quite a bit of movement due to, mainly due to retirements in the last few years, but this is a position that Chris Pagnello, who's the current deputy town clerk, has expressed interest in. She's interested in the reclassified position in the controller's office. Mark, anything you'd like to add here?
Just the reclassification will match what she will be doing.
Yeah, and Chris has a very diverse working experience with the town. She has worked in multiple departments, always done a tremendous job. And we have every confidence that she will do a great job in this position as well. Not an easy position. It's very unique, and there's a great deal to learn, but based on her past history, I don't believe she'll have any issues whatsoever. Any further discussion?
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 197 of 2022, a resolution appointing James Murray as an account clerk typist in the comptroller's office for civil service classification.
Second.
This opportunity will become available with the transfer of Heather Schultz to the highway department. Mr. Murray is on the civil service list. Anything you'd like to add here, Mark?
I just want to say he seemed really eager and excited when we talked to him last week. So hopefully it will work.
Yeah, I think he's definitely has the drive and the ambition to again learn. He has some educational background in what he'd be doing in this position, and he's looking forward to applying it to real life situation, work experience. So we're very pleased to bring him on board. Again, he was on the civil service list for the position of account clerk typist. Discussion. Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Walowitz?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes, and that brings you to full complement.
Yes, and no one provisional anymore.
Right, exactly. No more provisional appointments, yeah, and you have full complement of folks on your team, which I'm sure is a relief to you.
Yes, it's a much happy solution right now.
Yes. Well, since Reagan transferred to Buildings and Grounds, I know she's been doing a great job for that, right, Dan?
Yes, sir. Very good.
Yeah. So that opened up one position. So now it's being filled. So on a non-provisional basis. That's a good point. Okay, Teresa.
Resolution number 198 of 2022, a resolution authorizing the creation of the position of account clerk typist in the highway department.
So moved. Second.
So Heather currently does work in the controller's office. She's very interested in the reclassified position at the highway department. After discussing this opportunity with Highway Superintendent and Deputy Dan Bowl and Ellen Martin. We believe Heather will be a very good fit. She is on the list, civil service list for account clerk typist, so it would not be a provisional appointment. And she's very eager for the opportunity. So I think you match all of those elements together, and I think we'll have another successful situation here. Okay, discussion. Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowit?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 199 of 2022, a resolution hiring additional employees for the 2022 summer parks and recreation programs.
So moved. Second.
So the camps have been rolling on. The pools and the camps have both benefited from some nice dry weather, although it's been a little too dry. I was hoping we get more rain today since we had the opportunity to have some stormy weather, but you go to some areas and it's like walking on straw. It's just so dry out there. But we're able to add these folks to our pool and camp contingent, and everybody is doing a great job and offering some safe and fun recreational experiences for people of all ages this summer. So that's what summer's all about, and so far so good. Discussion. Okay, Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowit?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 200 of 2022, a resolution issuing 2 permits to serve alcoholic beverages per the attached special alcohol use permit applications.
So moved.
Well, this is cool. This was a request submitted by Isabel Prescott, Shenandoah class of 1962. So they're having a little get together at the Groom's Tavern. So it sounds like a lot of fun. 1962. It was a very good year.
Councilwoman Standard?
Yes.
Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wallowit?
Yes.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes.
Resolution number 201 of 2022, a resolution appointing Agatha D'Ambra as a member of the Clifton Park Water Authority.
So
Second. Alexis Osborne had been a member of the board. She resigned recently, and Agatha D'Ambra is someone who has expressed interest in serving town of Clifton Park. She will be a terrific representative of the farming and small business sectors of our community. And those are 2 very important sectors as far as representation, that we try to maintain a good mix of people on the boards from diverse backgrounds and educational experiences. So certainly having someone with that unique background and current, not only experience, but currently working in those 2 areas will be a benefit to the Water Authority and a benefit to the town. So her letter of interest is attached. Discussion. Okay, Teresa?
Councilwoman Standard?
No.
Councilman Morelli?
yes.
Councilwoman Wallowit?
No.
Supervisor Barrett?
Yes. Okay. Next up, any other business to come before the board this evening? All right. John, did you have anything for? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to. We have our friend Darlene here too now. She was up at the highway safety meeting. Oh, either one. Did you have anything, John?
Yes.
Yeah, come on up, please.
First time speaking in a while.
John Bolena, Oakville Lane in Rexford. I've been a member for 20 years at the Statesman's Club.
Wow.
2 separate news reports today. Incident unfortunately in the mall in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
3 dead, 2 wounded. The mitt holder put a stop to it. Let's hope something like that never has to happen again. in light of some of the new rules passed the other week. Let's see how that plays out. But happy anniversary. And 2 separate news reports, one on the morning news on Channel 10 and one on 81 on the radio in the afternoon, saying positive things. But again, let's hope no more incidents.
Thank
Great.
you, John.
Thank you, John. Darlene, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. It wasn't raining when you came down. The rain stopped.
Yeah, well, it stopped.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, but I'm still a little, I was still kind of wet. I was
Oh.
just drying off myself a little bit from earlier today when I went out. When I took my trip down to Mechanicville
Oh,
for some other government business I had to work on. Darlene McGraw for North Point 110S. I would like to see the town of Clifton Park work on a couple of items. This is July of 2022. 32 years ago, on July 26th of this year, would be the passage of the American with Disabilities Act. Not all municipalities have an ADA transition plan. And I am foiling requests from different municipalities. I have not done it from this town yet. But I've been working very hard and finding out that not all municipalities have a transition plan to work on making sure that their municipality is accessible to people with disabilities. As I travel in the town of Clifton Park and utilize your services in this town more often than other municipalities, when I come in this building, no matter which way I come in, the building is more accessible. It's a newer building and it's more accessible, which is awesome. I appreciate it. And the services, when I utilize the services, if I need help with something, the town is more than willing to help make sure that the services are accessible to people with disabilities. I am asking for the town to possibly have a disability awareness committee so that we can help along with this town attorney, Tom McCarthy, and also for the other town members to become aware of different needs that are aware out there that people might not know that are more accommodating for people with different types of disabilities. Sometimes I have trouble when I'm speaking, so that's one of my problems with my disabilities that people don't always realize.
doing just fine.
But there's many types of disabilities that you don't see. Not just people that have visual or mobility disabilities. Dan over there with the parks, he does an awesome job keeping up with the multi-use trails, keeping them clean and they're flat all the time. And if we have problems, we can contact him. And Dan with the highway department, if I notice that there's something that's not working, so these are just things that if we can. And I'm not kissing up to anybody because if I have something to say, I'm going to say it, and I'm saying it publicly.
Mhm.
So I'm not kissing up to anybody. Just so anybody that's listening out in the public knows, because I'll say it if I gotta say it. But these are just different things that I would like to have the town be thought of. I know I brought this up multiple times, but this is a perfect month to bring this up. It's July. The American with Disabilities Act is going to turn 32 years old on the 26th next week. So ring out with a happy birthday, what great way to do it besides, thinking about, coming up with some type of a group where we can be a part of helping the town so that the town of Clifton Park doesn't end up like other municipalities. And also have more affordable housing for people with disabilities, not just older folks. Because a lot of times the affordable housing and the accessible housing tends to be for people that are older, senior citizens. It's not for people that have disabilities that need it the most. And we're people here in your community. We're the ones that also maybe would have voted for you guys. And we're here, we're here in your community. So, thank you.
Well, thank you, Darlene, appreciate that. And I mentioned some projects that we've undertaken to increase accessibility in different areas of the town, different services that people will use. Recently had a meeting about the playground on the Common, which we received a grant to do some work there, and part of that discussion centered around making it more accessible. Not sure how, we still need to study options and, what type of materials and what type of structure it would be overall, but you can always, nowadays with playgrounds, you can always incorporate a more accessible option. So
That's what, if we did a group like this, that's what we would be here for, to help you realize and understand more about what different options are out there.
Yeah, and our planning board and department, as well as our code enforcement, very much looking for ideas all the time, as well as other boards and committees of the town to see how we can do things better, but we can always improve. So.
Darlene, thank you for bringing that up. You have brought that up multiple times here. Actually, Mila Kramer, our former Parks and Rec director, and I have been working on establishing a special needs advisory committee. Mila is no longer with us. Her last day with the town of Clifton Park was last Thursday. So I am hoping to continue working on this advisory committee with her replacement, which we do not have just yet. But it is something that's very important to me. Some of the things that we have discussed are bringing some of the ideas that you have brought to us here at our meetings that we would like to focus on would be to assist various departments in the implementation of specific guidelines for accessible facilities, facilitate the development of recreational programs usable by our special needs community, and provide information concerning special recreation equipment for current and future parks. I know there's a lot more that we would like to focus on, and I had discussed with you a couple meetings ago that I would like a little bit more of your input, but once we get that committee established, we would love to hear more about your ideas and the things that you'd like to share with us. And
I can write some down if you would like.
That would be wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for your advocacy.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Councilwoman Standard? Yes. Councilman Morelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Malowitz? Yes. Supervisor Barrett?
Yes. Thank you very much.
So when the last night moved up to the